patience tonight running your offense against a defense that can be as good as they can be on occasion?
Yeah, I mean, pace was really important for us tonight. We wanted to make sure that we tried to get the ball up and down, put some pressure on their defense before they get set. If you constantly go against their set defense, it's just too hard. So I thought that we did a pretty good job of moving the ball, getting some pace in the game. I thought Dwight was really good with the ball down the post tonight. He's had a nice rhythm now for the past 2-3 weeks. He's really been playing with a lot of just patience and just a good rhythm. So I thought there was some good stuff that we did offensively to keep the ball. And I thought defensively wise, if we just same old thing though. They had 19 second chance points, so we guys got to get them off the board.
Coach, 66 points in the paint tonight. They don't allow a lot. You're using the inside game.
We were able to drive, keep them spread out, attacking before they get set. Like I said, I think if you walk in on them, they really lock in. All defenses make more mistakes when they're scrambling and running back and transition. And I thought we were losing a little bit of our pace the last 4 or 5 games. Just in general. And we really made an emphasis yesterday of talking about it. We tried practicing with the 7 guys we had, we got to make sure that we play our style of basketball, especially against these teams that just want to grind you to a pulp.
Coach, talk about Patrick Beverly's performance in the second quarter.
Yeah, I mean, I thought he really came out, had great energy. Made that big 3 going into halftime. He played hard. I mean, he was driving the ball. He was attacking. He was doing a good job. I told him that it's really important that he initiate pace for us, and whether he's scoring or not, he's got to get the ball up and down the floor. He's got to get guys out ahead of him, throw it ahead, just create pace for us, and he did a nice job of that.
Can you talk about the way your team closed out the third quarter after they cut it to 3 points?
Yeah, and a really good close to the third. I think that was really the game kind of there in that stretch. We took care of the ball, got some stops. I think they might have scored 2 points in the last 3 minutes, 2.5, 3 minutes, and we got some runouts again. And that's big for us. We get runouts, get ball movement, get guys get open threes for us. We play a certain style. It's a little bit different, but it suits our team. And when we get stops, when we get out and run and put pressure on them, we can score in bunches.
That was the same unit in the second quarter, by and large, that gave up a lot of layups and let them get back into the game. What was different in your mind in terms of how they approached?
I tried to get Chandler out a little quicker. Tried to get Terrence out a little quicker, and make sure that James was out there with that group a little bit, just to give him another guy that can play making stuff. That all 5 of those guys out there. And during that one stretch, I got to make sure I blend them a little bit better and try to keep. I tried to keep. Dwight was with that group for, part of that thing, and Terrence, James. So just trying to keep that group. Then I thought they played pretty well their second stint. That group in general in the fourth quarter too.
When you have so many guys that are injured and it obviously interrupts the flow of your lineups, how hard is it to get that blending right, like you're talking about?
Well, we got to make sure that that we keep, if we can, that we keep James or Dwight, Chandler out there with that group, and I think if Jeremy's feeling better now, his back is starting to feel better. Get him back in there, get him playing up at his level. He brings a lot of energy to that group, and attacking and getting ball movement, body movement and stuff. So, we're hopefully we'll get O'Meara back also, and get those 2 guys back and kind of get our team back together. And then it might take a little while to kind of blend everybody in again, but it'd be nice to have everybody healthy. And I think getting O'Meara back in there, he anchors a lot of that defensively wise and did a really good job of just setting screens and knowing how to play with that group.
Did you think Dwight was more decisive with his offense tonight, with his moves and his decisions?
Yeah, I think he's been like that the last 2.5, 3 weeks. He just got a nice rhythm. When he plays, he's playing with a nice rhythm. When he goes fast, there's a reason to go fast. When he goes slow, he's setting guys up. So he's just, like I say, basketball is such a game of rhythm, and he's just in a nice flow right now.
You get Indiana on Friday. Is it good to play two teams that are somewhat similar back to back?
Yeah, I mean, you know, Indiana's going to be a handful. You know, they lost to Miami tonight. Again, another team that you've got to try to get some pace on them. You got, you know, they're going to try to grind you down defensively, and excuse me, you know, a team you can't hold the ball against. You got to attack, get them before they're set, and try to get the games sped up a little bit and play.
It's similar. Is it kind of a similar style to how you had to attack with Chicago?
Yeah, it's similar. You know, I mean, I think you know, the Bulls are really they play hard all the time. Indiana plays hard all the time. Indiana's top players playing is George. Unfortunately for the Bulls, you know, no Rose makes a huge difference for that team. Because you know, guys in ex-MVP league, so in his prime, so you know that hurts him. But no, Indiana's going to be able to score. Indiana can beat you different ways, but it'll be a real good test for us.
Coach, I'm from Japan. Can you talk about what's important for you when you manage a team and like your philosophy as a head coach?
Score more points than the other team. That's my biggest philosophy. No, I mean, you know, it's a player's game. You got to let the players play. You know, you try to help them, try to put them in situations where they're successful. Get them to play hard. That's the biggest thing. My biggest frustration comes in when we don't play hard enough. If we play hard, they're not going to win every night. No one goes 82-0 in our game and in our league. We're just playing hard, enjoying, playing the right way, playing with your teammates, sharing the ball, playing together. I mean, I think basketball is a beautiful game when it's played well and right, and so that's what we strive for all the time, just getting guys playing together and you know, enjoying the team, enjoying the specialness of being a professional athlete. It's just very few people do it. It's such a privilege to do it, and you just try to explain all that to the guys and just say really enjoy it. And, you know how good you make your teammates, how good you make your team. And if you get a bunch of guys doing that, usually things work out pretty well. Right?